Today, we are diving into the YouTube solution architect. And specifically, we're talking about converting viewers into affiliate sales. If you're a solopreneur or a creator, you already know the absolute grind of putting in massive effort just to watch vanity metrics tick up. Let's be real, those don't pay the bills. So in this explainer, we're laying out a proven blueprint to transform those high view counts into a highly predictable engine for affiliate revenue. Okay, let's dive into this. Because honestly, this is probably the most frustrating part of being a creator, right? You've got an audience, they're watching, they're leaving great comments, but the second you drop an affiliate link, crickets, literally zero financial return. It totally feels like you're doing everything right, but missing some secret ingredient. You might even be second guessing your niche or thinking your audience just doesn't have the cash. But actually, the truth here is way more psychological. The reality is the digital landscape is completely saturated right now. Every single day, viewers are just bombarded by influencers pushing products they barely understand just to make a quick buck. Because of that, modern audiences have developed this severe, almost impenetrable sales resistance. They are highly skeptical of those traditional hard sells. If your content even slightly feels like an unearned pitch, boom, their mental walls go up instantly. So to succeed in affiliate marketing today, you can't just play the salesperson. You absolutely have to be radically helpful. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive paradigm shift that needs to happen in your strategy. We need to transition from being a standard content creator to what we like to call a solution architect. Think about the difference. A content creator, they're always chasing the algorithm. They want broad reach, they want to entertain, and they totally thrive on vanity metrics. But a solution architect focuses on specific problems. They map out the user's journey, actively hunting for technical or logistical bottlenecks in their niche, and then they build an educational bridge right over those obstacles. You aren't just broadcasting to them, you're handing them an active tool to fix their actual problems. Now, to build that bridge effectively, you really need to grasp this core concept like the cost of inaction or COI. Look, every single viewer watching your content is carrying around a specific pain point, and that pain point has a very tangible cost. Maybe they're wasting hours of their day doing some tedious manual task. Maybe they're literally throwing money away on the wrong software, or maybe it's just pure technical frustration. When you can clearly articulate their COI, you prove to them that their current status quo is completely unsustainable. And once you nail that, your affiliate recommendation doesn't feel like some intrusive ad anymore. It feels like a massive wave of relief. So the crucial point is you've got to shift your strategy to target the very bottom of the funnel. It's time to stop making that generic content that tries to appeal to absolutely everyone. Instead, start asking yourself, what exactly is my specific audience struggling with right at this very moment? We want to capture those viewers who are actively out there seeking solutions. And how do we do that? By identifying high intent problems using data. You really want to target viewers who are squarely in that evaluation phase of making a purchase. Listen. Generic search terms like best camera are highly competitive and honestly have super low purchase intent. Instead, let's focus on data-driven demand. Jump into tools like SEMrush or Google Trends to find those urgent pain points. You're looking for long-tail keywords. To put that into perspective, a long-tail search like how to optimize YouTube SEO for small channels has way less competition than a generic term like growing on YouTube. Plus, it captures a viewer who is highly motivated and ready to take action. I mean, they're practically begging for your recommendation at that point. Once you've nailed down that high intent topic, you just apply this exact problem solving formula. It is a super simple 4-step execution playbook. First up is the hook. Skip the fluff. In the first 30 seconds, immediately validate the specific problem they search for to establish empathy right out of the gate. Step 2, you agitate the pain point. Remember that cost of inaction we just talked about? Bring it up. Show them exactly why sticking to their old manual methods is costing them precious time or money. Third is the educational core. This is the meat of it, where you actually teach the solution by walking through the technical steps using your recommended affiliate tool. You're practically proving the tool's value right in front of them, which builds massive trust. And finally, step 4, we have the pivot. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how incredibly simple the pivot is. You absolutely do not need to turn into some loud, aggressive salesperson. The pivot has to feel completely organic. So instead of a hard sell, use a script just like this one, framing the product as the exact thing that solved your own personal bottleneck. By keeping this transition brief and intensely focused on the direct benefit, cutting time down by 50% because of a specific feature, you completely bypass the viewer's sales resistance. It just feels like a totally natural continuation of the education you literally just provided. If you're sitting there wondering, okay, but what types of content should I actually make? Well, here are the absolute highest converting formats for this strategy. Think about how-to tutorials where your affiliate product acts as the catalyst for success in a live workflow. Another fantastic option is comparison guides. These act as a final filter for problem-aware viewers who are ready to buy, but you've got to be transparent here. Honest pros and cons are what build that long-term loyalty you need. You can also do specific buying guides. Toss out those broad top 10 lists and get super specific, like the 3 best tools for freelance graphic designers. Oh, and definitely don't ignore YouTube Shorts. Use short-form content to solve a 60-second micro problem and then just funnel all that massive top-of-funnel traffic directly into your long-form guides. And here is probably the most encouraging number for anyone going through this explainer who might be rocking a smaller channel right now. 1. That's it. You literally only need to be the #1 go-to expert for one specific niche. You absolutely do not need millions of subscribers to drive massive affiliate sales. Actually, scratch that. It's even better. Nano influencers, meaning creators with small, highly engaged, deeply trusting communities, often convert at significantly higher rates than those massive broad channels. But, to become that #1 expert, you've got to be incredibly rigorous about trust. Trust is literally the currency of the solution architect. You build it through consistency, meaning you only ever recommend tools you actually use yourself. You build it through legal transparency, like always disclosing your affiliate links right up front, which surprisingly enough actually boosts your credibility rather than hurting it. And of course, you build it through authentic user success stories. Leveraging user-generated content and showing real-world results just drastically lowers the perceived risk for your viewer. It makes their decision to click and buy so much easier. Let's move to and see how this builds a completely frictionless user journey from the video directly down to the most highly clicked spots. You've really got to optimize the physical real estate of your viewer's screen here. First, your primary affiliate link needs to live right in the first 2 lines of your description so it's fully visible without anyone having to click show more. Then drop a pinned comment reiterating that link with just a little bit of persuasive context. Use YouTube chapters so people can jump straight to the solution sections. Throw in end screens linking to a deep dive review of that same product to keep them hooked in your funnel. And hey, don't forget visual cues. A simple on-screen pop-up or a click the link arrow pointing down really reduces friction and nudges those passive viewers to finally take action. Now for the advanced creators and media buyers tuning into this explainer, you know that conversion is ultimately a data point, right? Which means tracking is absolutely vital. You should definitely be using UTM parameters on every single link so you know exactly which specific pieces of content are actually generating sales. Dive deep into your analytics to identify and scale what's working. If a viewer isn't quite ready to buy yet, capture them with an email lead magnet that solves a smaller related problem. And if you're running paid traffic, setting up server-to-server or S-to-S tracking is an absolute must. This lets you track sales even when ad blockers or privacy updates nuke traditional cookies, letting you perfectly sync up your organic and paid traffic data. Keep testing those thumbnails and call to action placements based on what the data tells you. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to look ahead for a second. With the rapid rise of AI and voice search, the ability to provide direct, authoritative, and genuinely helpful answers is only going to become more and more valuable. All the extra fluff is going to get totally filtered out. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to challenge you today. Take a hard look at your channel right now. Audit your recent content. Does your current setup actively solve a specific pain point for your viewer, or does it merely exist just to take up space? Refine your strategy, become the solution architect, and start turning those casual viewers into loyal customers. Thanks for watching the video this far. I'm excited to share with you an in-depth article on how to create, share, and monetize lead magnets effortlessly, all without technical skills or expensive tools. This article dives deep into the essential steps for building an audience genuinely interested in your brand. It's designed to help you leverage the skills you already have to create and launch a profitable digital business today. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your approach, this guide offers valuable insights to set you on the right path. And one of the key topics covered is why manual outreach and legacy systems can't keep up. You will learn that speed is a vital component of lead conversion. Research shows that responding to a lead within minutes rather than hours dramatically increases the likelihood of a successful sale. The fact that manual systems lack the agility required to pivot when audience behavior changes shows how Lead Creator can address this need. The article helps you pinpoint what your audience truly needs and how your unique skills can meet those needs effectively, ensuring your product stands out in a crowded market. Next, the article explores how to craft compelling content that resonates with your audience and drives sales. It emphasizes the importance of storytelling, clarity, and authenticity in your messaging. You'll learn techniques to create content that not only educates but also emotionally connects with your potential customers. This approach helps build trust and encourages engagement, which are essential for transforming interest into actual purchases. Another vital aspect discussed is effective packaging, how to present your knowledge in a captivating way that appeals to your target market. Alongside this, the article outlines strategies for building a marketing plan that truly connects with the eager buyers. It covers everything from branding and positioning to choosing the right channels for promotion. These insights empower you to showcase your digital product's value clearly and attract the right audience consistently. Finally, the article addresses the challenges new creators often face and offers advice on staying motivated and focused throughout the journey. Launching a digital product can be demanding, but with the right mindset and strategies, you can overcome obstacles and keep progressing. This section provides encouragement and practical tips to help you maintain momentum and achieve long-term success. So go ahead and click on the link below to get started today and turn your ideas into impactful digital products.